All right, y'all. So, team building for LR, Goku, and Frieza. In case you pulled this guy recently or selected them with your free anniversary Purunga Wish, we're going to go ahead and talk about what these guys are going to be looking like in terms of their team. Now, I feel like there's probably not going to be too many people who select them, unfortunately. I think they are good, but they have quite bad rep in the community. However, if you do like this character and you want to know how you could use this character, I definitely will go ahead and talk about them. I've used them probably more than a lot of the anniversary lures. I think I use them more besides Gogeta and Vegito, pretty much. They're actually low key. They're kind of my favorite of the carnivals, right? In terms of using them, not that they're the best, but either way. This character is pretty fun, and they are designed around the battle-hardened foes fight. So we'll be talking about them on their team, and then them on reps of Universe 7. I think will be another setup, and then any others I think will come to mind. But those two I think are the ones that these guys are going to be best on. So let's hop right into it. Now this character leads Battle of Fate, 4 key and 220% to HP attack and defense. And among all the carnival leader skills, I think this one is arguably just the best. There's quite a huge roster of characters that are, usually given during major celebrations, Tanabata, anniversary, all these different kind of times, right? Those are the big moments in Dragon Ball, right? And because of that, we have, again, so many of these just anniversary characters in general. AGL UI Goku, I think is a really, really good character. Super Saiyan 4 Goku just came out really, really good. Jiren, another very powerful character that you could run on their team. Now, how I like to run this team in the battle-hardened formidable foes is specifically having Beast Gohan, plus, it could be really any character. I think just as an example, we'll put Physical Super Saiyan to Gohan. Then, of course, let's continue going down the super class path. We can go ahead and get maybe just the UI Gokus together. Let's say UI Goku plus Tech UI Goku. And then at the very last slot, I actually like putting this S tier Namagoku. Now, this is a secret, good partner for this Frieza because, at least the Frieza side, one, this guy, he will survive KO attacks. You put him at the last slot, and then he'll guarantee dodge after that. But then he heals you to 59% HP. And what happens is this guy, when he's at 77% HP or less, gets Key 7, 77% attack, and then 50% reduction. That will be very important for you. Because if you're above 77% HP, this character is susceptible to taking a lot of damage. But if you have, someone like this guy, that could actually help you get to that level while still saying, around 60% HP range to 70% HP range if you heal with orbs. That's not bad at all, especially with how much HP these teams have. So I do like this guy as a really good option, and he is just a banner unit, right? You can get at any time in the game, right? Which is really cool. You could also run maybe this INT Super Saiyan 2 Gohan I ran on the team. He's actually really nice. I found that Namek Goku, honestly, with this double support early on, he could actually look pretty solid as well, even in longer content, right? The Golden Frieza fight, I think, is where this guy could look really good if you want to, kind of juice him up a little. Jiren, maybe you have just Jiren floating around. That could be cool too, right? Maybe AJUI plus Jiren as a rotation if you really wanted to. But there's also an extreme class side of this team that I think, again, the reason why I find it interesting is you could run either a super class variant of this team or an extreme class variant. So you can go full villains. Maybe I run a full power Frieza. Plus, Tech Fusion Zamasu. He's actually aged pretty well. I ran him in the Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. This guy lowers attack, 80% reduction at the start, right? Maybe you don't want to run him though. You can go ahead and put this character, the Golden Frieza 17, right? I think they're actually a nice little option. You could run Tech Cell. Tech Super Easy Cell is very good. This full power Frieza was also a really good option if you want to run him. Maybe in some certain fights, you could run Physical Kid Buu even with his mega supportive abilities. I think, Demon King Piccolo, the LR Demon King Piccolo, unfortunately does not fit this team, huh? And again, this side is not nearly as expansive. I think we'll get a lot of other options like this character, this Tech Golden Frieza. Probably should Super Easy A within the next few months. He's the second oldest Super Easy A character that hasn't gotten one yet. If I was going to run a full extreme class setup, it would probably be, again, something similar to this is what I would run. You could also get Grade 8 Vegeta. Grade 8 Vegeta could be another little interesting character. But yeah, no, I think this could be just like a really fun team to run, and I've used this team in, you know, the battle hardened foes fights. This works just fine. And again, we have a lot of other options that can come in the future. Imagine like STR Omega Shenron, his Super Easy 8 that can come, maybe, again, probably within the next few months or so. His sticker looks so good, by the way. Like, this could be an interesting option with his attack lowering, right? You could even just be like, hey, you know, I'm gonna run Cell and Full Power Frieza, then I'm going to run Beast Gohan and INT Super Saiyan 2 LR Gohan, right? And then it's like, okay, you know, you have that set up. Let's get Beast Gohan in here. Then I don't know, again, INT Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like just as an example, right? Just like run mixtures of this team. Maybe instead of Fusions of Moss, you have GT Duo, or maybe you could have, you know, the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku, right? You do want to be careful though. Mixing and matching can be a little dangerous because the Goku Frieza either want a full super class rotation or a full extreme class rotation besides themselves. At least, again, when you're in Frieza specifically. So if you get like Beast Gohan plus Full Power Frieza, that's gonna be a negative to them. So that's where you want to be a little careful. But besides that, I think it could work out once you get your rotation set up, and it could be really nice. Now, this next team I want to talk about is the Universe Survival Saga team led by Blue Evolution. But it could not really have to be led by him. You could also run Tech UI Goku as your leader, right? You could even realistically run Rapus Universe 7 led by AGO UI Goku, right? I mean, hey, you could use this character, I guess, as a leader if you really wanted to. But just as an example, we'll put Blue Evolution there as a lead just because. Now, I want to bring up this team because this guy is a Reps character. He does help Blue Evolution Vegeta out, and a lot of these options are very similar to what we've seen, but, you know, maybe you could run excuse me, you could run like UI Goku plus Frieza on rotation, and then you could have like this character floating around would give Frieza a lot of links. Maybe you could have the Team Universe 7 here kind of floating around, and keep in mind you could eventually switch into Goku on turn 4. This guy will be providing a heal to the team, Rainbow Orb changing. I think he'll be very useful himself, so that maybe you could have a rotation of this guy plus the AGO UI Goku. Or, once you get this guy out, you could put him on a rotation with Blue Evolution Vegeta. And this guy could be a slot 1 for Blue Evolution Vegeta. And I think that's kind of a nice little idea, so that later on in fights, you're able to kind of have them as a rotation, which is why I really wanted to bring this team up in general regarding this video, as I think it'll be just a useful option for that Evolution Vegeta. Throw Jiren on here, you know, I think it could be pretty good. Tech UI, like I said, there's a lot of different options here for this team, but mainly because of LR Blue Evolution, I wanted to bring it up, because they make an interesting partnership. And early on is kind of The card will actually still give Evolution Vegeta his unit super attack though, which is really funny, but because it is Frieza plus Goku, right? So since it's a Frieza plus Goku card, that actually does still activate the unit super attack effect. So as long as you have that in place, you'll be all good to go. But yeah, no, that's all I have to say about this team. I'm gonna take a look at one or two other teams and we'll kind of wrap it up. I took a look into their other teams, and I think there are really good options, such as the Successors team, led by AGO Gogeta. We have the Pure Saiyans team, which is led by the Gogeta, plus it is also led by the Vegeta himself. I feel like, I don't know, like this guy is a good option on those teams as a floater, potentially. But I really think that to use this character effectively, you do want to run them on their own team or the Reps team, especially their own team. I mean, you could also use superheroes with Beast Gohan, right? There's a lot of different options. I don't know. I just think that on their setup is where they're designed to work best in, and in the Formidable Foes fights, to where I don't really almost like them on other setups, which is a little weird to say. They're on a bunch of these teams, and you can use them there. I just think compared to what they're able to do, especially with like the STR Namagoku, is a really good partnership. Beast Gohan's team, you could definitely just throw him on there as a floater. they would support Beast Gohan, you know, and some of these other characters. Like it'd be very similar to Universe Survival Saga, but I think I will actually end things here. 2 teams is kind of weird for a team building video, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all thinking. Being it based around a team that could make them work really well and their impact, I think it's restricted to the Battle of Fate team, and that team is really strong still. So bare minimum, you got them, they're good on their own team. But let me know what y'all thinking, and I'll catch you guys next time.